It's been 6 long weeks since Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stood in the rain outside number 10 Downing Street and announced a surprise summer general election. The weather has improved, but really the Conservatives' poll rating just didn't budge during the campaign. There was a 20-point gap between Labour and the Conservatives for most of the campaign, and nothing they tried could really shift the mood of change. Voters wanted to see the end of the Conservatives after 14 years. It has, of course, been a turbulent 14 years for the UK, not just the Brexit vote, but the pandemic and an inflation crisis, energy prices rising very rapidly. Labour stood on a programme of change and on bringing back stability. And the exit poll we've had so far suggests Labour have won a landslide election victory. 170 is the projected majority of seats in the House of Commons. That would take it very close to the 179 which Tony Blair won by in 1997. It was really a programme of change and of stability, and the Conservatives really failed to engage with voters. They tried all sorts of things, but in the end they lost out, and it's looking like a very heavy defeat for them.
A heavy defeat also means less of an opposition when it comes to the Labour Party and Starmer, right? Could that also perhaps mean more taxes, more public spending?
Well, Labour were very clear in this election campaign. They stood on a platform, a very cautious platform. They pledged not to increase income tax, national insurance or VAT, or indeed change the rates of corporation tax. You'll see the results coming up on the screen now. We've only had 7 or 8 results so far. Interesting to see some of the results that we've had already. One cabinet minister has already lost his seat. We could be on watch for several more of those to happen as well. There's a chance that the Chancellor himself, Jeremy Hunt, could be under threat in his prosperous seat on the edge of London. He's under threat from the Liberal Democrats. And there has been talk that perhaps Rishi Sunak's seat may be at risk. But I think that is an outside chance. Rishi Sunak has a very safe seat in Yorkshire, so that is fairly unlikely. But people will be watching out for that later in the night. Looking forward to getting into the detail of that. But as it comes to Labour's platform, they said that getting the economy growing is their #1 priority. GDP growth has been pretty paltry in the UK over the last 14 years. They want to get it back to the 2.5% average we saw during the Labour years under the Blair government. But money is very tight, and as they've ruled out lots of tax rises, they're going to struggle to fund those public services. So it is a very challenging time to come into government for the Labour Party, but it looks like they've won big tonight.